I'm Blaine Tuft. I'm a 37-year-old miner. I grew up in where I grew up. I grew up in Jones Hollow, but sure the mines were running dry pretty damn quickly. So I went up to Lynch. Started hauling rocks out of the ground there and sending money home while my sister Lorelei raised our two smaller kids. Not all our kids, uh, our, our siblings. So, um, and the old man, he, God bless him, patriarch of the family. He uh, he was a great man when he was younger. He's a bit rack and ruin at the moment. So, he just needs a bit of extra help.
I believe it's Lorelei's next in line, is she not?
Almost certainly. It's not going to be those two anyway. I'm the second oldest. I moved to town as soon as I was old enough to get a job. Couldn't take the holler anymore. I went to get me civilized. And town was as far as I got. It's not much better here, but I met my husband, who is an absolute dumbass, but, he's a good man at heart. Blaine provides for us, bless him, doing what he can. And I look after the two youngest. Since Ma passed away, I guess I'm as close as a Ma that they're going to get.
Well, I'm Pistol. Yeah. I guess I'm living with Lorelei and Eugene, but you can't really call that living. I spend most of my time out the house, rambling around, trying to find work where I can. My siblings don't know this, so they shouldn't be listening right now, but I'm doing some moonshining, trying to get better known. Spend a lot of time around Pa's shack where he does a lot of the work with the stills, but I've been doing most of the bootlegging. It's dangerous work, but there's money in it. And I don't know, I just can't handle being in around the house with the girls telling me what to do. They mean well, but they ain't the boss of me.
So, family is everything in the Appalachian Mountains. When everyone else turns their backs, they will be there, waiting. They may not like you. They may even hate you. But there is a loyalty to blood that runs deep into the black-soiled hollows. So it is spring of 1925, and you have been contacted by Jack, a neighbour of your father, who is concerned. He's contacted you because he's concerned for your father's well-being. He's just one day he up and disappeared into the forest, muttering something about, I think it's time I go and see Sadie. So, being family, you've answered the call, and the smell of the holler takes you back to your childhood as the pine needles grind under the tires of Eugene's truck. The shack is still ringed with your father's rusting collection of junk that sits in the knee-length grass, like forgotten offerings to this old place, which you and the other kids made into forts and dens. The old bastard always said he'd clear it all out, but he never did. All Tufts grew up in this shack, and it has stood here as an enduring sanctuary for the family to always call home, even if it isn't that much to look at. The rough-hewn timbers of its walls are capped with a roof of silvered wood shale. The familiar stain covers one side running from the old pipe of the wood burner, which protrudes skyward. Its rust-eaten steel catches the tuneless whistle of the wind, which always made you shiver. All is as familiar as if you were here yesterday. The only missing piece of the memory is the old man, hollering about some damn thing or another. Gone for days now, or so his neighbour Jack tells it. You expect him to come out the door any minute, but all it does is bang gently in the ill-fitting frame. And I turn the floor over to you players.
Well, I look around the old place now. I feel a twinge on my side. I remember how the old man used to remonstrate when he was unhappy with my behavior. This place holds a lot of memories, not all of them good. But when he got shine in him, we all stuck together, brothers and sisters. You just
It's a terrible thing, that shine.
damn right. What time of day is it?
It is so it's early morning. You've not come particularly far. So let's say it is. Say it's about 9 o'clock in the morning, just past. I mean, that depends on if any of you own any timepieces as well, I guess. So see if you can keep track of the time.
Sun up. You heard of this here Sadie?
Not that I recall.
Young man is touched.
She's not part of the church, but Pa wouldn't have any truck with her if she was.
Why are y'all just standing around? I walk on up to the door. Pa, you in there?
Faith exits the vehicle and smooths down her skirt and goes up to the door after him. And it's like, I don't think he's going to answer.
Why do you always follow me? I can handle this. Pa!
Okay, so there's no answer comes from inside the house. And like I said, the door the door's not even locked, not even shut properly. It kind of just rattles and bangs back and forth in the breeze.
Well, Pa only ever had a latch on this old shack. This is something he built himself. He weren't no locksmith. I look to see if it looks like it's been bust in. I know what Pa does. I know people might be after what he makes or anything he might have stashed.
So no, there's no sign of any. There's no like damage to the door or the frame. There's no obvious signs of any breaking, not around the door or not around any of the front-facing windows either.
Okay. What we need to do, we need to make a plan. Start from the shack, work our way out into the woods, concentric circles, and then we come back every hour. We can mark it out.
I don't know what a concentric circle is, but Paul's probably just down at the creek, or maybe he's out in the woods doing a little hunting.
That sounds like an excellent way for some of us to get lost ourselves.
You guys grew up in these woods. You ain't gonna get lost. Keep the sun at your back to the shack.
I know I ain't gonna get lost. I've been here.
I think you're right. He might be down at the creek.
Well, has anybody heard of this Sadie? Because if you went to visit her, then that's where we should start looking.
I don't think we should necessarily go snooping in Pa's stuff, but maybe he left her number there. Can you open the door, Pistol?
It is open. I walk in, look for, just take a look around. I've been here. I love this place. Paw Shack is home to me, even though I'm looking for my own place.
Faith wanders in after him, but
look
goes
into your own place, you ungrateful wretch.
So yeah, the old homestead. it's only made up of two rooms. The main front of the house, and then there's a door at the back that leads into the one bedroom that you all shared on one occasion or another. So, but entering in through the front door and seeing into the main, like the kitchen and the sitting area of the house, there's you almost instantly pick up this subtle odor of soured milk that creeps up behind the smell of mustiness and damp. And
Did he have cows or goats or anything?
No animals.
Faith just kind of wrinkles her nose slightly and goes, something smells a bit like it's gone off.
Is that anything to do with his distilling?
You wouldn't have thought so. No. It smells like I say, it smells like soured milk.
Is it anything to do with this bottle of gone off milk on the side?
It is. There's it's unopened, or rather, for just not long opened bottle of milk by the look of it. It's still quite almost full.
I would like to use natural world to observe how long it takes the milk to go off.
Okay. So it's like I said, springtime, so the temperature's quite mild. It's not particularly cold, but it's not hot either.
Should we go for it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I ain't got no idea.
Okay, so you don't know the technicalities of it, but there are, from the look of the bottle, it doesn't look. Yeah, it doesn't look like an old bottle. It doesn't, and it's not like your part to waste something like this. It's
right. You said it's not uncorked.
Yeah. So the
sealed?
bottle's it's the top's on, but it's not. It's been opened.
Sure.
Faith would
he might have, I don't know, 1920s. He might have like an
icebox or something.
Like an icebox. But that's not. It would have ice in it. Is the ice in the icebox melted? Can I go take a look?
No, it's fine. I mean, it's there's some melting, obviously, but
so he just took it out and left it out.
Yeah, which is
went on his way.
Is his coat gone? Is there a coat on a hook?
Exactly. Like, I know Paul. I've been here more than anybody else, I'd imagine, even as an adult. Like, his coat, his gun, anything like that he'd take with him.
Does he have any luggage?
Okay, so
it will be on an old carpet bag. I doubt it.
Faith walks over to the disgusting milk and goes to dump it in the sink. Does she know how long it's likely to been? Because she also has natural world.
You can make a check, yeah, by all means. No.
I see. I brought both of you up right.
But, like I say, I will tell you this. Like I say, it's unusual. It would be most unlike your pa to leave out, good milk just to go off.
Yeah, milk's not cheap, especially if he don't have his own calf, his own heifer. And
according to Jack, the neighbor Jack that got in touch with you in the first place, he went walking off into the woods just a couple of days ago. So it seems unlikely that the milk would have gone off.
Was he prone to doing this?
Well, just wandering off?
Yeah.
No, I mean he is 89. He turned 89 this last year, so he's old. And Jack was obviously, when he contacted you, he was obviously concerned. The woods, the forest, around here are dangerous.
Yeah,
they're a dangerous place to be. It's certainly for a man of 89 years. And he was a tough old man, but the years have certainly taken the toll on him.
So Lorelei turns to Pistol and goes, he left, seemed to have left in an awful hurry. If he left the milk out.
Okay, I
and-
don't want to leave it any longer. I think we need to start looking, finding direction, walk a couple of hours, see if the old man's fallen over. You know,
I don't think I think we need to keep the terrain in mind too. I doubt he's spry enough to go leaping too many fallen logs.
exactly. We can catch up with him if he's set down by a creek or whatever.
Well,
Yeah, I think I'm gonna head for the creek. That seems likely that he might, if he's walking to visit the Sadie, that he might follow the creek bed. Easier walk.
Okay.
so, can any of you fine lads who I'm sure go hunting far more than you tell your elder sister you are doing, follow his tracks?
Well, I can certainly give it a go. Yeah, I'll take a look around outside. I mean,
Okay.
let's see, what do we got? I got distilling.
Faith knows a little bit about looking for tracks too, so she'd also look around outside.
Would that be under natural world?
No,
that would be tracking.
That would be tracking. Yeah.
I know. I'll
Well,
have a
I do
look
not
anyway.
appear to have that skill.
You'll have to make a, well, it'd be more kind of like a spot check to find the tracks first, and then tracking for like you're actually following them.
And
Okay.
while they're doing that outside, because I wouldn't want to do it in front of them, set a bad example.
Oh, I do have track. Not much, but I do have it.
Yeah,
All right.
Okay, so I have a successful track and a successful spot hidden.
Okay. So what
my
that
first 90 of the night.
Well, it sounds like Faith is the one who does all the
Ow.
tracking.
Okay.
so what was that, Blaine?
I was basically just going to go to the old man's room because I haven't seen him for
Yeah. Okay.
a while, and I'm just going to just taking a moment to look at his bed, all tightly tucked in under the mattress as he always has left it. Very very proud man. His slippers at the other side of the bed so he doesn't get trampled on any bugs that have crawled in over the woodwork. I just kind of the memories just hit me again, and while I'm there, do I notice anything out of place?
Possibly. We're just gonna cut. As you're looking around, we're gonna just cut back to so Lorelei. Have you gone outside as well?
Yeah,
Yes,
but
she did
I
outside.
couldn't see my hand in front of my face.
And so Lorelei, what? So it's Pistol, Faith, and Lorelei. You've all gone outside looking for, trying to.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Fair enough. In which case, so Blaine, behind the only door that leads from the main room is your father's bedroom, the bedroom. So entering.
My thought is basically this lady could be some whore, and I don't want to get the rest of the family to know if that is the case. So I'm trying to save his
reputation.
dignity and reputation in their eyes.
Okay. So entering into this, going through the door and entering into the bedroom, you're struck by the pungent stench of filth and illness. And a cloud, as you open the door, a cloud of blue-green blowflies make their escape out the open door. The flies have been gorging themselves on the room's contents, and the bed sheets are stained brown with sweat. On the floor, a crusty chamber pot has been overturned, its contents mingling with rotting food and spoiled milk. On the bed, amongst the filthy sheets, there's a box, like a shoebox. And you see your father by the dresser. You notice your father's favorite boots are still sat at the side of the broken old dresser.
So what? He's gone out of barefoot.
Well, he has you think he has other shoes, but these are his favourites. These boots he's left are his favourite boots. Like I say, not the only pair he owns, but these are definitely his.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll look at the shoebox.
Okay. So looking in the box, all you find is just a single photograph, an old photograph. Picking it up, you can see it's a slightly faded photo of Eugene and Lorelei's wedding. And turn it over in your hand. On the back, what's recognisable as your father's writings, kind of like he was never a very well-educated man. His handwriting was functional at best, and in his broken handwriting on the back of this photograph, written in block capital letters, is the word family.
Right.
So meanwhile, you're going to pick it up, take it with you.
Yeah, I know the while they're outside, I'm going to try and clean up a bit in there.
Okay. So yeah, you go back through into the main room of the house. There's like motes of dust swirling that swirl around the shafts of daylight that wash through the old salvage windows. The lintels of which are covered with lucky keepsakes that your father collected over decades. And the walls, as much as you remember, the shack's main room, its walls, instead of wallpaper, are lined in faded newspapers. And the room's dominated by the family dining table, and around it you like looking, you get like it brings back memories. You can see the images in your mind's eye of like how the family has fought, cried, laughed together, sat around this table. And you notice, as you come back in from the bedroom, you notice on the floor beneath it is your father's hunting rifle. And at the side of a chair is a empty bottle that reeks of moonshine. In one corner there's the old rusting wood stove that occupies the back corner of the room, that's flanked by two well-worn chairs, themselves surrounded by stacks of split wood, screwed up newspaper, and unwashed pans that have grown thick with mould. You can make me a spot hidden roll as well. As the front door opens and Eugene, Lorelei's husband, walks in and says, Jesus, this place doesn't change.
Ha! I've seen nothing.
Okay.
Eugene,
Where is the old
help
coot?
me clear up.
Oh my. Says I thought we were looking for the old man, not cleaning up after him. I'm not his maid.
Lorelei and the kids are looking for him outside. We just gotta restore some dignity to this place.
Okay. Right.
And we just do that, and you can cut to the others while we're just.
So he mutters to himself and starts helping you clear up. So yes, out the back. So you head round the back, trying to pick up any signs of any trail that your father might have left. I mean, it has been a few days, according to Jack. And as you round in the corner of the building, just a little way behind the house, you see the rickety old outhouse, and just walking away from the outhouse, you see Jack McCall, the man, Jack, your dad's neighbour, who he's the one who contacted you. So where is he?
Jack, what are you doing on Pa's land?
Says, I just using the outhouse, call of nature, you know.
Don't you have your own outhouse, Jack?
Well, I was down here expecting you kids to be turning up, so I thought you might need my help.
Yeah, but you're stomping all over, and I'm trying to find his trail where he went. And Faith returns to studying the ground.
Okay.
Well, we're here. You told us. You can leave.
Says, do you
This is
want
none
my
of your
help?
business.
Says, no, there's no need to be like that. I'm only here to
No
help.
need to be pawing around in my pa's place when we're not here either.
Well, me and your pa, we're good friends. Where would you be if I
Yeah.
hadn't told you he'd set off out into the woods?
Now,
I don't
That's
much
a-
like you being up here by yourself with his door wide open. I don't know what you've been doing in his house. I don't know what you've been doing on his land.
now then, Pistol, Jack called us up here. Give the man a little respect.
Says, thank you there, Lorelei. I'm glad to see you all. It's a long time since I've seen you kids.
And thank you for taking care of our pa and giving us a holler.
Oh, no.
Any idea where he may have gone? Who this Sadie is? You say you went to see?
Oh, did your pa never tell you?
Pa has lots of friends. We don't know them all.
Oh, seems your pa has lots of secrets too. Sadie was Carson's first wife. She went missing 45 years ago. They fought like cat and dog, they did. It was probably for the best she left.
Where is she?
Sadie?
Yeah.
She'd been gone 45 years. No
Well,
one found anything. Rumors said some old witch Ginny Bishop took her, an evil woman. You don't want to go near that evil bitch. No, we shouldn't trust that one.
If he's looking for her, then wouldn't he have not gone towards her?
Now your old pa's a fool, but not that big a fool. The three of you can make an intelligence roll as well.
Okay.
Intelligence or psychology?
No, intelligence. It's an idea roll.
Oh, right, fair. Two for two.
Poor old Lorelei. She's not the brightest, is she?
No.
Oh, pistol. Okay, so you know the pit who we're speaking of. Ginny Bishop. So the rumors, you've heard rumors about Ginny Bishop at church. People say that she's a witch of little talent who killed a man with her magic in her youth. And her own family turned on her and turfed her out, and now she lives up in the woods somewhere, all on her lonesome. But that said, some of those that've got that are sick and taken ill, or other conditions that they may want to keep secret, they all end up at Ginny's door.
So knowing that, I ask Jack, I'm like, was Paul sick?
If
Why is he going to see Ginny?
I don't know, if he's gone to see Ginny, he's sick in the head, I'll tell you that much.
Well, I think we're agreed on that, but you've heard why people go see her.
Well, it's that woman sure ain't no Christian. I wouldn't have anything to do with her. She's a witch. One more do you need to know?
Well, where is she living?
I know she's up there in the back up in the wood up in the hills. I don't go that way. I don't know where she is. Says anyway, your pa's probably headed out all to the in his delusion. He's probably headed out to the old moonshine still. You know that place, Pistol, and Carson.
Yeah, I do.
Carson in his younger days, he took Sadie up there. I can show you where it is. I can lead you folks up there. I know the safe route if you've forgotten, Pistol.
Well, I'm pretty sure I know the way, but I apologize for my earlier brusqueness. I was not expecting to see you on Pa's property.
No apologies needed. No apologies needed. I know this is a troubling time when your father gone missing in his twilight years.
Well, I don't think can turn down the offer of an extra eye and an extra ear to help find him. So if you want to lead the way, we can go get Eugene and Blaine out the house.
By all means, bring the old clan together. I'm sure we'll find your old we'll find your old pa together.
So I look at Faith and kind of nod down to the ground, indicating that, as twins can communicate somewhat wordlessly, so they say, that, if she's got her eye on it, keep an eye on it. I'm going to go get Blaine and Eugene.
Faith nods in response to his look and continues to study the ground.
Okay, so far you've not. There's plenty of tracks crisscrossing across your land, your pa's property, some of which might be Carson's, might be Jack's, and there's animal tracks as well. But it's you can't pick anything definite out, and it's been at least a few days as well. So you've not found anything definite as yet.
Faith stands up straight and leans back slightly and cracks her back and tilts her head at Jack and goes, You really think he headed up to the old moonshine still?
Well, it's as good a place as any. It's a good place as any to start, that's for sure.
You're right. There's too much other stuff around the house. I might have better luck looking a little further out.
Yeah, well, it's best we stick together. It's these woods are a dangerous place and easy to get lost if you not know where you're going. There's no landmarks.
I know these woods. I'm sure we'll be fine.
Kind of, so he just shrugs. I'm sure we'll be fine together. So, is Pistol going back round the front?
So first I go back to, I don't know, it's 1920s. Do we have a car? Did we show up in a car?
Eugene brought you all in his truck.
Okay. So I go back to the truck first and I grab my rifle if we're going into the woods.
Okay.
It's dangerous. And then I go into the house, just kind of walk in like I own the place. What do I find Eugene and Blaine doing?
Okay, well, they're trying to tidy up the place, straighten things up, picking up.
Yes, Duke. When were you last here, boy? I told you to keep an eye on your old man.
Well, maybe I wouldn't have to if you wouldn't have run off.
I give you support, boy. The only way we can make enough money to keep us all alive is from the big city.
Yeah, well,
the wells are dry, the mines are dry. Listen, I just ask you to keep an eye on your old man and stop him descending into this depravity and filth.
Some of us found other ways to make money. I'm doing all right. Now, where's Pa's rifle? We need to go out in the woods, look for him. We're going to need that rifle just in case.
Can you bring your own?
I got mine. You got one? Eugene, you got one?
No, I ain't got no rifle.
Well,
I didn't
there
think
you
we were
go.
going to looking to be going hunting.
You know the woods is dangerous. We're going out there looking for Paul. You got to be ready.
So no one said anything about tromping through some woods.
You going to stay here?
I look down at the footwear that Eugene has chosen.
So
It's probably wildly inappropriate.
yeah, he's not the best prepared for trekking through the woods. So he's just, but
You
he
going to
just
let your wife go out there without you?
says, no, I'm not going to let my wife go out there. No, of course, if that's what it takes. If that's what it takes, and he goes to picking up some of the like discarded firewood, the like half burnt firewood near the stove, and stuffs it. Opens up the door and stuffs it inside, and he's like, "Whoa, it's this here," and he pulls out this partially burned typed letter from inside, in amongst the ashes inside the wood burning stove.
Typed, you say?
From the bank?
So he turns around and holds it out for one of you to take. Who's going to take it?
I don't know. Does Pistol
I'll
know how
take
to
it.
read?
Well, I can read, so
So one thing. So your partner did ensure, as to a lesser and greater degree, with the in between you, but he did ensure that you you had some form of level of education. He was always trying. He may have been a drunk and a dreamer, but he was always trying to make sure you had a better life.
Well, knowing that and knowing that Pistol does know how to read, Pistol kind of sees this place almost as his own. So as soon as Eugene holds out the letter, Pistol goes to grab it. Now, whether or not Eugene gets or Blaine does before I do, it's your call.
He kind of like clenches his jaw, but he's not going to push it.
Okay, so this is what you let me. So it's not going to go to everybody. This is what Eugene hands you. See that?
Yeah, I see it.
Cool.
See what where?
No.
He's behind Jack, I think, is he? Nope, where is it?
He just showed it to me, I think.
No. Yeah.
Oh,
Nobody else can see it.
Oh, okay. So,
Pistol's shoved his way in. He's going to get his backside tanned in a minute, is that lad?
exactly.
So has Lorelei gone back inside?
Um,
Oh, sorry.
no, I'll stay outside with Faith.
Okay. So
Well, go on, boy. Use the tongue the good Lord gave you.
So Blaine, Pistol turns so that Blaine can still see him, but Eugene really can't.
okay.
And Blaine at least knows that Pistol is upset. Not something that he's known Pistol to show to people. But he doesn't say nothing. He just holds it out to Blaine and shows it to him. And just to save Phil time, it is a burned scrap of paper, and on it, it says test results, Dr. Franklin, concerned, following app, so appointment probably, regretful, make all, the coming. Sounds like Paul was sick.
Who's a close doctor? Did we have like a regular doctor, or did we have to all into
It
town?
says Dr. Franklin.
Yeah, but where did he?
Oh, I met Dr. Franklin's probably known in town, right, Phil?
Yeah.
Would
So
he
yeah.
be
Yeah. So it'd be in the next next town over. So that would be
next town over?
It's probably is it Lynch?
The big town.
Yeah, so poor folks just like a typical hollow with the road driving through, with houses either side. There's a
So,
church. So in poor folk, there's a church, and that's about it. Maybe a
So, yeah,
maybe a small hospital.
I say Paul was sick,
So-
and then I turn and look at Eugene. I'm like, you don't say nothing about this to the girls yet. You hear me, Eugene?
Sure. I didn't even look. What? I don't even know what's on it. I didn't. It's not my. It's.
No, I said out loud. Paul was sick.
Oh right. Okay. So yeah. Sure. It's the least of our worries about now, isn't it?
Now, Pistol, Eugene is family. Okay? He married his sister. That makes him family. There ain't no secrets between family.
You want the girls to be worrying about this right now? While he's out there missing? Shouldn't we focus on that?
Yeah, we let them work on what they're doing, but we don't want them upset, and we don't tears in their eyes when they're trying to find a trail out there. But your sisters, they're strong. They're good Appalachian women. They ain't no soft New York girls. Yeah. But we'll tell them at the proper time.
So while you
All
stood in here as well, so Pistol, it's the first time while you stood here, first time you probably getting having the moment to have a proper look around, and you notice, like I said, there's no wallpaper in this. You've papered the place with old newspapers. But you notice over in one corner, obscured by an old dresser, there's somebody's been tearing away layers of the old newspapers, and there's like torn fragments of newspaper laid on the floor beneath this, like I said, this obvious patch on the wall where somebody's been tearing away these layers of old newspaper.
This is still in the main room, right? Like, I
Yeah.
haven't gone into the
Yeah,
room
it's still
and
in the
seen
main
all-
room. Yeah, it's still in the main room.
Okay. I nod towards it. Blaine, Eugene, either you look at that.
Any particular dates on the newspapers you've taken out?
What, the one with the scraps on the floor?
Yeah.
So the scraps on the floor, it's hard to tell. Like I said, they're all like tiny. Most of them are like tiny scraps. It almost looks like somebody's frantically been pulling these away. Just like they come away in tiny little strips. You can almost see like the marks of fingernails have dug into the old papers on the wall where he's trying to pull them away, and as you're looking up and look at the spot where they've been torn away, something catches your eye. They've been torn away to uncover one particular newspaper story. It's almost as if it was somebody purposefully hid it. Somebody knew it was there, put it there and hid it with these multiple layers of papers.
Had he always decorated the place in newspapers? Or was it,
Yeah.
yeah.
Always. I mean, there's like decades worth.
And this was, you say, partially hidden behind some furniture?
Yeah, so it was kind of towards the corner of the room that you didn't see it at first because it was slightly obscured by an old broken down dresser.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, so like I said, the scraps on the floor, they don't seem to be. You can't make anything out from them. Just like I said, there's tiny scraps. But like I say, it's torn these way and just uncovered been telling his bits way and uncovered this one particular story, almost like framed by the torn away pieces around it.
What's it say? Can we make it out?
You can indeed. You can indeed. This is what.
Now that I know that I can read, there's a lot of that.
So it is.
It's not cursive.
So yeah. So I shall. So just the two of you will see this. Oh, and I'll show it to the people at home as well. So, meanwhile, what is Lorelei and Faith doing outside? So, Jack's kind of like walking around, making small talk, asking you how you've been, how what you've been up to, all this kind of just like I say, just making small talk.
Faith is getting kind of antsy, and she's like, I wonder what's keeping them. Lorelai,
They've
do you want to
probably
go in and
found
get
some
them?
moonshine or something. Boys will be boys. I suggest we get on and do their job for them and see if we can find Pa.
I'm not going anywhere without Pistol. Faith walks over to the door and goes, Pistol.
You going back to the front of the house?
Yeah, going back to the front of the house.
Okay. So, as you head back round the corner towards the front of the house, you see someone walking up the dirt track towards the house. And as you get closer, you recognise it's a face that you recognise, someone that you work with at the clinic. You're on friendly terms, quite friendly terms with him, and you recognise him. It is. Let me find the name before I get it.
Well, this is like Grand Central Station.
It is busy. It's busy. There's all sorts of people turning up here. So it's Nora Baker. She's a midwife at the clinic.
And Faith is gonna stop on the steps to the on the steps of the porch or whatever, and look at Nora and goes, Nora, imagine you finding you here.
Says, well, I heard your daddy had gone missing, and folks, you know how rumors spread. I heard you were heading up this way.
He's probably visiting somebody, but yeah, it's fine, Nora. We got it handled.
Says, well. Anyway, it's that's part of the reason I'm here, but I'm here for something else as well. Your pa, I don't know why. I never thought to mention it to you before, but your pa, he got to asking me a favor about a week ago.
Oh, really? What kind of favor?
Well, you know why my old grandma, she's she's like a real superstitious type. And your pa, he wanted me to he asked me to keep an eye out, see if there was any old heirlooms left of my grandmother's. See, kind of protective things said something that she might have used to ward off the evil eye.
Goodness. And did you find anything?
She says, yeah, I found this, and she holds out this brooch that's made of the tip of like a horn, maybe a deer a deer horn or a deer's antler or something. Just this small piece of it, maybe about 3 inches long. I think we've got it. What it looks like, we have. But I think what it looks like. So it looks like I'm going to show it to. I'll just show it to everybody. There we go. Looks like that.
Faith kind of tilts her head and takes a few steps off the porch towards Nora and holds out her hand and goes, "Well, I don't mind holding that for him and giving it to him when we see him."
And she kind of when you hold out, she closes her hand on it again. She says, "Well, now," she says, "I don't know what this is exactly. I mean, I remember you, like I say, you remember my old grandma Mabel. She was a superstitious, silly old woman. I don't believe in any of that shit. But I do remember grandmother. She would clutch this when she said she would feel the evil in the air, chill in her bones." And she claimed this kept evil at bay. But like I say, so I thought this might be what your pa was looking for. But
I don't know why he would want such a thing.
well,
but,
neither do I. But I think a favor deserves a favor. Don't if you know what I mean.
oh, well, I'm sure that Pa had an idea of how to repay you for this favor.
Well, we all know what your pa was famous for. Now, if a good maybe a jug or two were to come my way,
You know, I'm sure that could probably be arranged, Nora. Um, I'll see about when we get up to locate his supply there. I'll sure that you're compensated as you should be. Person's got to get what's coming to them, right?
yeah, that's mighty kind of you, Faith. Mighty kind. So, is there any sign of the old man?
Not yet. I know these woods, and I'm going to take a try at tracking him. Like, I don't think he'd have gotten very far.
Well, I hope not. I hope not. Especially in your pa's condition.
Well, why don't you stay here, Nora, and I'll head in and see if my brothers have found Pa's supply. Maybe we can pay out his account promptly. And Faith turns to walk into the house.
Okay. Okay. Well, what's Lorelei doing?
I'll just be
Being
watching this.
bossy.
I'll just be watching that little exchange, probably quite disapprovingly when I hear about moonshine. But I'm not going to butt in. I'm just going to mark her card,
Okay.
and then I'll just shout, "Boys, what's keeping you? Crime's getting on. We need to go find the old fool."
Okay. So make sure the dresser is pushed back against covering that
Yeah.
story. And then I guess we just grab his gun. I'm not a rifleman. In fact, as Blaine picks up the gun, you kind of see that his first two fingers on his left hand are bleached bone white from his time down in the mines, and it doesn't look like he could handle a firearm if his life depended on it.
Oh Lord, you not even know how to shoot a gun, Blaine.
I know, fine, boy. I just can't. And he throws at Eugene.
Okay, so Eugene's totally unprepared for it, like, sort of fumbles it and tries to catch it, and the rifle just clatters to the floor. What the hell?
I guess we best just leave it here. Better off without either of you shooting somebody. Don't need shooting. I'll pick up Paul's rifle and take a look at it, make sure it's okay, and then put it back where he usually keeps it.
Okay.
So you can give me a spot hidden roll when you're doing that.
Okay. I like spotting hidden things. I don't know if I'm good at it, but I like it. Let's see. Spot hidden. Not the worst. How do I?
Oh,
I want to roll.
Hold on, let me make your character sheet might be unlocked. Let's have a look. It is unlocked. There we go.
Oh,
it'll work now.
I got it. Yeah. I figured it out. Okay, spot hidden. Roll them dice. Ooh.
Oh, 11. Okay, so you're unsurprised to see that unlike the rest of the house, your father's rifle is in good condition. It's been well oiled and well maintained. Possibly the only thing untoward is there's only one bullet in it. And he used to keep it almost always used to keep it fully loaded.
That's weird. I don't know. I just casually glance around. Do I see any sign of like shots being fired from inside the house, like bullet holes in the door or anything like that?
No, there's nothing obvious like that. No.
Okay. Well, I'll store that in the back of my brain, and like I said, put it back. Neither of these two fools are going to be able to use this rifle to any good anyway. So.
Okay. You're just going to stash it in the corner of the room, or?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what else to do with it. I'm not going to walk around with two rifles.
Okay, good idea. Okay, so you're going back outside then?
Yeah.
Okay, so heading outside, you see talking to Lorelei and Faith. You see a plain-looking woman with a mess of long blonde hair and a long wool cardigan. You may be reckoning. The faces may be familiar, but unless you're unless you're regular at the hospital, you probably don't know her by name.
Who's your friend, Faith?
That's Nora Baker from the hospital, one of the midwives.
Midwife? Ain't no babies here.
No babies here.
No, your father asked me a favor. I'm just carrying out his wishes.
A little too late there, Nora.
So I hear. But, and she opens her hand and holds out this like horn brooch. Says, your pa asked me to look for something that my grandmama used to ward off the evil eye, and I always recall this being something she always held close. So I thought perhaps your pa might repay me with a jug or two.
Yeah,
Oh,
she's.
He ain't in a position to make any deals right now. If you want to help us find him, you are more than welcome to join the party, and then you may ask him whatever you wish. But for now, we just need to find the old coot.
Well, I ain't heading off into those woods. No mistake there. It's Pista. Some of you fine young sons and daughters must know where your father had his private stash.
And why would you be knowing that, Pistol?
Miss
I
Nora,
I expect I can find a jug or two for
I
you.
believe the consumption of alcohol is illegal in the state. So I surely hope you are not alluding to the fact that my father was taking part in illegal activities and one that you also wish to take part in.
Oh, Blaine, everyone knows that Paul was moonshiner. It's not a secret. It's not that big of a deal. It's a way to
Yeah.
make money. It's a way to make trades. Everybody does it. Just simmer down. I go inside and I try and I gotta know where Paul keeps his stuff, right? Like I'm always around his shack
Yeah.
when I'm not out working.
Faith is gonna follow him in. He
Okay.
goes, and she's going to lean over and whisper to him and goes, "Don't tell Eugene that Norman's here."
Don't tell Eugene?
And she's going to. Do you know where Pa keeps his stash?
I know?
But you can both make an intelligence roll. So Pistol, you can make it with a bonus dice, and Faith, you can just make a standard intelligence roll, an idea roll.
All right.
Ooh.
How do I do the? Oh, there it is. Bonus die. I got it.
Clearly, Faith is the one with the brains in the family.
Well, it certainly ain't Pistol.
Okay.
I mean, we both did well. But yeah. Faith only knows because Pistol told her one time and he just forgot. That's all it is.
Yeah. I'm sure that's the case.
She remembered faster than he did.
So yeah, you recall there's a loose board out the back of the house where Carson, where your pa used to stash his supply of moonshine, just under in like a little cool little hollow beneath the shack.
I'll go take care of this, Faith. Why don't you keep everybody busy? I don't want nobody seeing where I'm going. Call Jack up front of the house too. I don't want him knowing.
Faith nods and turns around and heads out of the house and goes, "Jack, do you know where you should ready to lead us to the where he?"
You hear him shouting, calling from there. He says, "What's up, Faith?" And he comes walking around the corner and goes, "Oh my God, what the fuck is she doing here?"
Well, I was
You not
wondering.
to cuss on my father's property.
Curse, do more than curse. You've cursed enough with this superstitious harlot here.
Wow.
Be that as it may, she claims that Pa had asked her for something. That's why she says she's here.
And she's come here, trying to fool you with all this superstitious nonsense, this tale. Do you remember your pa being caught up in all that hocus pocus, superstitious, evil eye nonsense?
Well, and also this gives her an opportunity to snoop a bit because she's heard that Pa has wandered off.
Says, "I ain't come there to snoop, and you do better than to listen to that old fool. No doubt he's the one who's been snooping around your pa's property."
Yeah, I think they're both looking for something. I'm not there, obviously, but like they're both looking for something.
Like vultures circling.
Yep.
Right, and and Nora just launches into this tirade of insults upon Jack to the point that he quickly runs out of things to say, and almost like it's being feels these physical these like physical blows. There's like flinches under that this tirade of like cutting words. He's like, oh.
So while all that's happening, I'm gonna make my way to the back of the house and see if I can check Paul's stash.
Okay, so yeah,
Unseen.
yeah. So checking. There's nobody about. You quickly find a loose board, and there are two or three. There's just three full jugs of moonshine stashed beneath the house.
So while I'm in there, I'm also going to look around to see if, because, I have my own suspicions about Paul maybe stashing valuables on his property to look out for us for when he's gone. And I'm going to do a quick check to make sure there's nothing like that there or there's any sign of anybody having gotten into his stuff.
Ooh, I think you can give us another spot hidden roll.
I will do that. I will do that. Spot hidden. Ooh, I already got a little check. That's nice how the sheet does that.
Yeah, I'm thinking. Oh.
Nope, not this time. Not this time.
Not today. So no, there's no. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna grab one jug. If there's only 3 in there, I'm gonna grab one. I'm gonna seal it back up, and then I'm gonna walk back to the front, head straight to Nora.
Okay.
And
so when you walk around, she's still sending him a proper giving him a proper dressing down. Jack just like red in the face, but yeah, just.
So I'll actually just pause a second and let her finish, and just kind of smile, listening to her laying into him.
Okay, so she catches after a while. She catches sight of you and sees the jug in your hands, and I kind of. She forgets about Jack. She's there. Now that's what we're talking about. Your pa's shine was the best around. Maybe
still is.
Maybe one day you can live up to his standards. I hear.
And her saying that, I'm like, I don't know if I'm ever gonna be able to be what Paul was. Don't know what you're talking about, but one jug is what I found. That's it'll have to do for the trinket.
Right. She takes the jug and hands you this brooch, this horn brooch,
which I immediately hand to Faith.
Faith takes the thing and kind of examines it and goes.
So it looks pretty antique. It looks old, and it's kind of the clasp and the horn itself is worn smooth, from lots of handling.
Lots of fiddling.
Yeah, lots of fiddling. So
is it a tooth?
Faith is gonna shrug and go, and I have no idea what Paul wanted this for, but Faith attaches it to the front of her blouse and goes, I'll hang on to it for him. This way I won't lose it.
Well, Nora sort of nods and says, well, I hope you find your pa soon, and I hope he's well. Like I say, being a man of his age in his condition, he shouldn't be out there.
Yeah, what about his condition, Nora?
What do you mean, his condition?
You've been talking to Doc Franklin?
Well, I hear things. I assume that Faith will hear the same, especially since if not from the hospital, then surely from a pa. Surely in. And then she kind of stops and, it's not for me to say.
No.
Thanks for
No, it is not.
Thanks for the moonshine. Thanks for the shine. And she turns and starts walking away.
Faith,
Okay, guys,
turns
let's go and check out this still then. Yeah.
Faith turns to Pistol and goes, What the heck was she talking about?
I don't rightly know.
No. A gossip and a snoop.
Ooh, I'll let you make a psychology roll if you want against your sibling. Oh.
Her brother is a saint.
Scootable. She probably meant the old man. He's an old man, you know. That's a condition enough in this part of the world.
Yeah, we need to find him before something happens.
Yeah.
I don't
Agreed.
want. I mean, God willing, maybe he'll wander back in before it gets dark, but we should look.
Been gone 2 days.
Yeah, that Jack comes chimes in and says, "Yeah, your pa ain't wandering back here anytime soon. He's been gone 2-3 days now. I tell you this."
Yeah, but everybody seems to want to stand around yapping their jaws instead of looking for the man.
Never
you know.
true word spoken, Lorelei. Let's get on back there. It's
Lorelei, I
one
wasn't
thing-
waiting for your say so to find the man. I was already outside looking for tracks.
Okay, let's go to the still then. Good places I need to start.
Okay.
Jack,
Go
lead
ahead
on.
and lead the way, Jack. And I say that, but I wait for Faith to lead.
Faith starts leading the way to the distillery.
Okay. Do you know the distillery? It will say in your background if you know where the distillery is.
It will stay in my background. I don't recall reading anything about the distillery.
No, because I think there's only Pistol that's been out there.
Okay, so Faith is going to lead, but she's going to kind of let Pistol lead with her. So she's going to kind of.
So who's going to the left? Good to the right.
So what what did you do with that newspaper clipping, by the way? Oh, well, it's kind of attached to the wall.
We didn't take it down.
Yeah.
It's still there.
Yeah, we just covered it with the dresser.
Yeah.
Again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
I didn't want to take the chance of damaging it.
Rightio.
Faith.
So
Let's-
yeah, I'll lead the way then to the distillery.
Faith
Or I
Faith goes
Jack
look
and
at
I
the
together.
boys and be like, "Did you guys find out any clues about where he would have went?"
Not a one.
Oh, well, I suppose it was too much to ask that he would have, written down exactly where he was going before he left.
Yeah, well, Pa, you weren't much one for writing.
Yeah.
Was he expecting a new pistol? Anytime next couple of days?
Pa ain't been brewing as much as he used to. I mean, Pa ain't been working as much as he used to. I've been working elsewhere. I was planning on coming to see him next month, but we didn't have nothing on paper.
When was the last time any one of us saw Pa?
Is that a question to me or to the? You can decide amongst yourselves. It's not somewhere you don't regularly. It's not somewhere you come to see. You don't pay regular visits by any means.
Faith kind of blinks and goes, I saw him a couple of weeks ago. Like, not real soon.
I suppose it would depend on how fond or not your memories are at home. But I would say for the most part, you grow, you become estranged from your father as you you moved away and finding your own way in life, and so maybe as time goes by, the visits become less and less frequent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Pistol's been working, so I figured he's only been here once every couple of months, and he's probably been here more than anybody else.
And Faith is apparently learning to be a nurse, so she's probably busy with school.
Very busy, yep.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the bar's been real busy. I've not had a chance to get up here.
None of us.
Yeah, it's been a
Seen him in
while.
the last 6 months.
Okay, so you notice
6 months is maybe a stretch, maybe 3 for pistol.
you notice Eugene's being quite quiet. He's kind of stood on the porch of the house, watching Nora disappear down the dirt track.
Oh, he's looking after the house, is he? Okay.
Eugene, get over here.
Well, oh yeah, sure.
Think maybe there's something I don't know going on here, but I'll leave it.
So Jack says, "Now
You've not been up here recent, have you?
Why you say that, Lorelai? You know I've been busy.
Is he telling the truth, or is he bullshitting me?
Oh, you can make a psychology check, I guess.
You get like a bonus die against your spouse.
I was going to say, do
Yeah,
I get,
right?
Oh, go on. Then.
How long have they been married?
Oh, quite a while.
Definitely should
Quite a
have
while.
Ooh.
Oh.
I'll just
dear.
stare hard at him.
Wow.
Faith kind of looks at
60 or 100? Yeah, like, jeez.
Does he crumble?
Does he crumble? Let me have a look. Probably. Ah, there it is.
Eugene, tell me the truth now.
Because I told you that it's that's over and done with, Lorelai. I told you.
Faith
There's,
looks at
There's no
Eugene
one more
with,
important to me in my life than you, Lorelai. Yeah. The light of my life.
I buy it.
Faith just looks at Eugene with undisguised contempt for a moment before looking away.
I'll just give him the people's eyebrow.
Okay, so Jack, because I don't think this is the time to be getting into some family dispute. We've more important matters on hand.
You're right, Jack. Go ahead. Start walking. I'll follow. We're coming.
On Eugene, bring those brogues over here.
And Pistol will be having words once we find Pop.
Ain't no words to be having with you.
You may be 19, but I can still put you over my knee.
Yeah, I'd like
You
to see you try.
You gotta let us go sooner or later, Lorelai. You can't. We're grown now.
Might not notice, but I ain't slept under your roof for a while now.
Clearly not in mind or morals.
Okay.
Okay, so you head off following Jack. He leads you towards out back, past the outhouse, and towards one of the trails that leads off into the deep into the woods.
So, as kind of surreptitiously as we pass the outhouse, I want to take a quick look inside.
Okay.
Just to see, like, there's part of me that's still not trusting Jack, because I have my own thoughts about what Pa has in and around his shack, and there's a part of me that thinks that Jack is here trying to find something that belongs to us. So I'm gonna make sure he wasn't doing anything, or I'll try to see if he wasn't doing anything untoward in the outhouse. Not that I think Paul would store anything in the shitter, but you never know.
So yeah, other than something, so you let the others get a little way ahead and check the outhouse, but other than some fresh deposits, shall we say, there's you don't find anything.
I'm not going to root through that, so
no.
I'm not that paranoid. So
as you're in there looking as well, sort of Lorelai and Eugene are trailing slightly behind everybody else as well, and she says, "I told you all this was done for. It's long finished. I mean, the times were hard when you were hitting the bottle and all."
Ooh.
Don't be giving me that, Eugene.
Says,
you tell me straight.
Says, I'm telling you the truth. You know I regret every moment I spent with that woman, but times were hard. You were hitting that bottle something evil, woman.
So did Pistol get to hear this as they were walking past the outhouse?
Yeah.
Yay.
Eugene,
That's just
that sounds
more
like
ammunition filed away against
it's a
Lorelai.
conversation for a man and his wife to have in solitude, not out in public.
So I'm not
I
the one.
would thank you to focus.
I'm not
on
the one
task
who's
at hand.
listening in on other people's business, Blaine.
Yeah,
Your business,
but I am.
your business is as loud as a jackdaw in the morning, boy.
So
Yes,
good.
get down.
So yeah, I come back up and rush to catch up to Jack because I mean he knows the way, but so do I. So keeping the rifle casual against the shoulder.
Okay.
Faith just kind of looks at him and goes, couldn't you have gone to the bathroom before?
When you need to, you need to. What can I say, sis?
At least we're leaving the stench behind.
Well, some stenches.
Some stenches.
Pointed look at Eugene.
Okay. So the path leading away from the shack into the dark pine forest of the hollow gives way after about an hour to tangled undergrowth where more ancient things grow. Cyclopean oaks that have anchored their roots deep and drink from the black tainted earth of the mountains. Their canopies yawn wide and shade the floor from the blinding morning sun, with only shifting shafts of sun ever piercing through to the forest floor. So leaving the animal trails, the trail behind, you have to rely on trying to pick your way, trying to pick up any trail you can to follow. Although Jack sort of walks ahead, seemingly very confident about the direction he's heading. And as far as you can tell, Pistol, he seems to be heading in the direction towards the still, from what you can remember.
Faith watches the trail and keeps an eye out for where we're going and tries to remember the way.
Oh! Oh!
So
Oh, sorry, were you shouting then? Sorry.
I'm trying to think of the best way to handle this. So as soon as I hear Blaine yelling, I round on him with my rifle now in both hands. I'm like, Blaine,
The hell, boy?
I know it's been a while since you've been out in these woods, but you don't go shouting like that. This ain't safe out here. You know that. You might have forgot, but it ain't safe.
While he's broke his leg, he's fallen in a base of a tree.
Then we'll try and find him, but you don't go shouting out your location in the woods. You spent too long in them damn mines.
We ain't
It
tracking
ain't the
nothing.
same. It ain't the same out here. I'm telling you, it ain't the same. Keep quiet. Let's just take it easy. We'll keep looking. Everybody keep an eye out all around. You never know.
So Faith, since you were keeping an eye to the trail, you can give us a tracking roll.
Okay.
Since you're walking along, like I said, Jack seems quite confident in the direction he's leading you. And says, I don't know what's been wrong with your father these past few weeks. I feel he's not right in his mind. Something doing something dark with that witch Ginny.
And again, I'll spit on Jack. Jack, don't be talking about our pa like that now.
He said,
We all know how you feel.
I only talk that way because I'm concerned. for your father's well-being. We're old friends, me and your pa. You know that.
Pa knows what he's doing.
But you don't. There's something amiss. Something's wrong being wrong with these past weeks, and I think he's been out trying to contact the devil.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Then you
For
where'd you
his
come
for
up
his
with this?
sake, his soul. We need to find your pa and bring him back.
Listen, Pa might be getting a little confused on account of his age, but he is not cooking with Satan and his minions.
Really, Blaine? And when was the last time you came and saw your pa?
I'd figure that if Pa saw any of Satan's minions, they'd be strung up like the deer that I used to hunt with him.
Faith's not wrong.
Well, like I
Paul
say,
might not have spent a lot of time in church, but he don't truck with no evil like that.
like I say, your pa ain't being himself.
Yeah, you keep saying that. You seem to know a lot about what's been going on with Paul. Why are you so interested? I mean, I know you're friends and all, but seem like you mighty deep in his business.
Snoops and gossips, the lot of them.
Well, friends out here when to look out. I was looking out for your pa, even if family weren't.
Well, family just trying to get by.
Well, yeah.
Paul was okay. He
I mean,
knew
don't
we
get me
loved him.
wrong. I know you folks are doing your best out there, struggling and making your way. But there was only me keeping a regular eye on your old pa. And
You
I'm
know
only,
that ain't true. I've been around.
well. Anyway, Pistol, you know I only got your pa's best interest at heart.
I hope that's true. You ain't keeping nothing from us, are you?
So what would I have to keep from you? What are you saying, boy?
I don't know. You tell me. You want to be a friend of Paul, friend of the family.
Well, there you go. I ain't nothing to hide. There's no secrets here.
How's the trail looking, Faith?
How is the trail looking?
So yes. So what was the? Okay. Wow, that's an excellent. Roll.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Faith, you can see unsurprisingly, there are many tracks across the forest floor, and you can see there's the tracks from turkey, vultures, bear, deer, an odd track that seems like a barefooted child. You also
That ain't good.
You also see what look like slightly fresher footprints of varying sizes, like barefooted human footprints. But what catches your eye about some of them is some of these bare human footprints. They seem to be clawed.
Faith just kind of blinks and stops dead in the trail and goes, hold up a second, and bends down to examine the tracks more closely. I thought I saw something. And she looks up and goes, would Pa have been walking out here barefoot? And what is this? And she points out one of the clawed tracks.
Like a jack.
I'll take a look.
Okay.
Is that a child's footprint?
Like all of me and Pistol are too old for it to be us, and Pa doesn't have any other children that I'm aware of.
We're still en route to the still, aren't we? We haven't got lost.
You don't know. You don't know where the still is.
Pistol?
Faith stands up and goes, You keep your head on a swivel, Pistol. There's something walks like a man with claws about.
Is it the children's tracks that have claws?
No, it's the other ones. And she points them out.
Okay. I was confused. All right.
So
Are the local folklore tales of like children in the woods and things?
There's always something in the woods.
there's countless folk tales about things that live in the woods. You probably as growing up, you maybe thought you've seen and heard things in the woods out the back from your pa's shack. But yeah, there's tales of of things part man, part beast.
They haven't got like a regional name. Then.
There's tales of the Wendigo. There's stories of witches.
Hairy man.
Okay.
Lots of weird stuff. But I'll tell you, it ain't no half remembered memory. Like, there's things in these woods. They'll watch you. I know it. I felt it.
Oh, quit your jabbering, Pistol.
You ain't been out here like I have.
There's bear, there's bear, there's deer, there's things that'll tear you limb from limb, but don't talk stupid now.
Listen, I see bear, I see deer, and I see these barefoot tracks. And she points them out. I'm not making it up, Lorelai.
That ain't normal.
You don't know everything.
Okay, so these, like I said, these footprints, the animal tracks and some of these human tracks that crisscross in various directions. Some of them seem to be following this faint trail that Jack's leading you on, but some of them, these children's footsteps in particular, lead off to the right, like veer off the path into the woods, deeper into the woods.
Faith looks off to the right and goes, Jack, what's off this way?
So that ain't the still, so we don't need to be going that way.
But what's off that way? She asked you a question.
Nothing good. You know the stories. What things that are out here.
We just gonna leave that at our backs?
You can make a psychology roll if you want. Anybody that's listening to him. And what's Lorelei doing, by the way?
I'm going to be looking at these children's tracks.
Okay. Okay, so
is it like one set of tracks? Can we
no,
see where they're headed?
There's several. Like most of these, I mean, there's tracks heading in all directions, but there's a concentration of like these child-sized footprints heading off to the right.
And look, there's a lot of folk who ain't done as good as us. A lot of folk whose farms are closed, who ain't got nowhere to live.
Yeah, but
they find their homes in the woods. Maybe those kids ain't got no shoes.
But if there's children out in the woods, they need helping.
Do they live here?
Maybe they're lost out here. Same as, we can't leave.
Is the footprints veering off to the right? Are they going in both directions, like return trips?
No.
So again, I'm not the tracker, but does it look like you said there were animal prints and also these footprints, or not necessarily animal, but these clawed, kind of human, but also clawed prints? So I asked Faith, like, does it look like the clawed prints are following the kids?
I don't believe that. I don't think so.
Doesn't appear to be directly. You know, they're not. Yeah, they're not direct. There's none of them clawed prints are you know, that are obviously heading in that direction. And also,
Right.
Pistol, you can tell that Jack is.
Evasive.
He's been evasive. Yeah, he's not. He's not telling. Is there something he's not telling you, or trying to avoid telling you?
Come out with it, Jack. Can't fool me.
You can make a persuade roll.
Persuade him with my rifle aimed at his fit. No,
Oh, if you wanna, if you that be
no, we're not there yet.
Okay, no,
We're not there yet.
Lorelei as well. So as you're looking at these tracks, you see something like the car. Oh wow. Something amongst the ferns and the bracken, like undergrowth on the floor. You can see like something white, the corner of something white poking out from beneath some of these clutch of these ferns.
I'll have a poke, see what it is.
Okay, so it's only maybe about 10 feet off the trail that you're following. And as you go close, you see it's like a piece of paper or something.
I'll pull it out.
Okay, pull it out, and it's a photograph. And it's a photograph of Faith. And on the back, in your father's handwriting, it says, family. And you can make a listen roll as well at that point.
Oh no.
Wow.
It's probably because I'm too busy going, Faith,
There's something stuck in your ear.
why is there this photograph of is it a recent photo or is it when she was little?
Yeah, so it's not from like when she was a child, but yeah, it's from a few years. Probably one of the the most recent photo that your pa had. And you can also as you turn it over, you also notice like almost like a faint handprint on it, like a small child-size dirty handprint on the white backing of the photograph.
Is it our dad's handprint or?
No, it's definitely too small. It definitely looks like a child's handprint.
I'm assuming you actually really called Faith over. So Faith wanders over and goes, "What? What'd you find?"
See, I found this photograph of you.
Oh, that means Pa definitely came this way. And
Look,
Faith hands a photo. He must have had this near to him.
but there's a child's handprint.
Well,
We need to.
we only found child
was,
footprints.
And it was on the it was on this like I say off to the side where in the direction of these child's footprints.
We need to find this child.
So
we need to.
Jack.
Well, they might have moved it. We need to know where the photo originally got dropped because that'll show us exactly where Pa went.
Yeah, maybe these children have seen him or know where he is, or they've found him.
They've at least found the photo if there's a handprint on it. Like I said, it's been moved. We can't use its location to determine which way Pa's gone.
No, but we can follow their footprints.
So,
Well,
Yeah,
I'll
that,
be
that,
honest,
that makes more sense than the still.
so Jack
Um,
speaks. Jack speaks up. He says, "Look, pistol. I told you this. Your pa will have probably headed to the still. You don't want to be heading down that way. That I
Why
warned
not?
you. I tell you that's the way to the witch. That witch's place."
and yet Faith looks at Jack and goes, "Yeah, but the footprints with the claws go that way too."
Thought you didn't know where the witch lived.
You said that
Well,
too.
I'm only trying to steer you away from a pointless, a dangerous
Is that what they call lying
sidetracking.
nowadays?
You call that lying if you want. I'm only looking out for you. We need to keep moving. We need to find your pa.
okay. We walk down there for half an hour or so. If we don't find anything, we come back and we go to the still. I like the idea. The kids in the woods, they find Pa. He's a little bit disorientated. They take him for a walk to their house or wherever, and he's resting up with them. Grabbing a photo on the way.
So you were listening to yourself? Children running about out here.
Lot of orphan kids. A lot of orphan kids whose parents don't wake up in the morning. Where are they going to go? They go to the woods.
I don't like the idea of children running around barefoot in these woods.
Faith, what are you gonna do, Lorelai? Adopt all the little children and provide them with shoes?
If needs be,
Well,
they need.
We start heading off the trail. We're just gonna wind up last. Pistol, you know what these woods are like. You know if we get turned around.
We just follow the footprints back again.
Yep, we can make
Faith's a pretty good tracker there, Jack.
we can make marks
Sounds
on the
like-
tree as we go.
yes.
Sounds like Lorelei wants to check out these kids, and I'm not one to tell her that she shouldn't look after somebody.
I think we should mark the trees and branches as we go to make it easier to find our way back. But we'll only follow them as far as I can track them. And if I lose it, then we'll head back.
Okay.
Let's get going.
I got my knife on me, so I put like crosses in the trees.
Yeah.
The
Lorelei
day's
has-
getting on.
or Faith also has a pocket knife, so she's going to use it to break some branches to make the trail back a lot more obvious.
Okay. You can always cut marks into sort of trackers marks into the bark of the tree and stuff like that as well if you want.
Mm-hmm. Yep, she's going to do all that.
Cool.
She wants that trail so obvious that when they go back, even Lorelei could find her way back.
Okay. Right. So
Is Jack coming with us, or is he just going to stand at the crossroads protesting?
he like mutters under his breath, but he follows along.
Okay.
So I tell you, no good is going to come of this.
I'll tell you what, Jack. Why don't you go and check out the still, and if he ain't there, you come back and catch us up.
Says, how am I
Not
going
the
to
worst
find you?
idea.
Follow the marks on the tree.
He just shakes his head and just quietly follows along behind.
Okay.
So
Faith leaves extra marks and extra broken branches because if she thinks Lorelei is blind in the woods, well, Jack, he definitely needs all the help.
okay, so you leave the the closest thing to a path, to a trail behind, and quickly within like 10 yards at the most, you lose track of where the trail was. Looking round, everywhere looks, in every direction it looks the same. But you've got these tracks to follow. So Faith is following these tracks. And Faith, you can give me a navigation roll, I think, while you're following these tracks. Okay. So,
Look at
sorry.
Look at-
Oh well, yeah. Don't forget you can spend your luck, or you can push it.
I wouldn't push on 10%. Ooh.
Okay.
I wouldn't push it while we're lost in the woods either.
It's a bear!
Yeah, I'll luck it. I'll luck it.
Oh, we're gonna spend
Just
13
so that we
luck.
don't.
So if you
Just so we
so
don't immediately
so don't
get
take it off.
lost.
Don't deduct it from your character sheet. What you do is you click on the, if you remember, you click on the
Yeah.
on your thing.
I've
It'll
used-
expand it. Yeah. Just
I've used Foundry before, so.
so yeah for trousers benefit. Yeah, if you click it, so if, on your rolls that appear in the chat, if you click on the card, it'll expand it, and there'll be buttons that give you the option of spending luck or pushing the roll, and it automatically adjusts your character sheet for you. So you pushed the navigation roll. Okay, so we got a success. Right. So yeah, you follow the trail across a stream that runs through quite a deep gully, and you have to forcing you to scramble down and up the other side. All the while, Jack is muttering and complaining and telling you this is clearly a bad idea. But you clamber up the other side, and you almost not straight away, but you quickly pick up the trail again and start heading kind of downhill. And you can give me another navigation roll if you want.
Okay.
These are just going to keep coming until you file one. And
Yes, it is. Faith
feel it
is
in
like.
the signs.
Faith is going to be like.
Does anyone
Pistol,
else?
give me a hand with this.
Yeah, has anyone else got above Faith?
Yeah, so,
I've got 20, I think.
Oh, I'm not lucking my way into that one.
No, I
so
haven't
yes,
tried.
if somebody's got the skill, they can assist.
Well, thanks to my job,
No.
I think somebody. Is
well,
somebody
yeah,
better at
apparently
navigating?
no.
I thought somebody was better at was fairly decent at navigating.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, I am.
Yeah, yeah, you were really good.
Keeping the light under a bushel.
Boom.
Oh wow, yeah.
Okay.
I think
So-
we were heading this way, Faith.
You're probably right, Pistol. Thank you.
So just as Faith is about to lead you, almost lead you into this massive briar thicket, you steer her right and able to circumnavigate this hazard. And another navigation roll after you manage to pick up the trail again, Faith, leading ever downwards, downhill.
Faith goes, we work so well together, Pistol.
Oh, it's all you, sis. I'm just your backup.
How's Eugene coping?
So he's
Has he
Hey.
lost a shoe yet?
I think he has, didn't.
So every so often he stops and holds everybody up. He's like checking, after having
Turn on my
to
shoe.
readjust his shoes, and he's complaining about it. It's like his trousers, clothes are getting filthy. But yeah, he's constantly quietly bitching. Maybe Jack's sort of chuntering in his ear every now and then as well, and Eugene's kind of like.
Faith would like to take an opportunity to arrange for Eugene to blunder through a patch of poison ivy.
I think Jack is more deserving of that. Eugene's at least trying.
Well,
I think Jack's
maybe
trying to
she'll get
turn
them
Eugene
both.
against us.
Maybe she'll get them both.
So you want to actually misdirect him through something like that?
Poison ivy, yeah. I'm sure she can't. She doesn't have to go
We're
very far.
we're
for
just gonna
that.
have to deal with them in our party though, with poison ivy.
It's up to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. In which case, Give us a psychology roll then. Try if you can see if you can like fool them into.
I'll just accidentally stumble and like fall onto Eugene and shove him in.
Kids are evil.
Okay, so when so Faith, you try and like sort of, subtly get him to, you want to head over that way slightly, and so you just, there's poison ivy there, and then Lorelei just like trips, stumbles, and shoves him, and he goes falling head first into this huge patch of poison ivy. What the fuck? Was it?
Sorry, Eugene.
Faith
I thought he was
just
family.
Faith just kind of smirks at Lorelei and looks at Eugene and goes, "It's nothing you don't have coming."
So, Pistol, and possibly Faith, you can give me. It's up to you. You can give me a listen roll or a spot hidden roll.
I'm gonna say spot hidden's gonna work better for her.
Let's see.
Or not.
Oh, definitely spot hidden for me. Let's do that. Nope.
Okay. You want to look it?
Blissfully unaware.
No,
Nope.
not yet.
Okay. Very well.
Okay.
Saving that look for when it's real needed.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll deal with being surprised, but sometimes you might need luck more.
So all the
Faith-
commotion that, or the noise and commotion that Eugene makes, there's like, there's like
so much for
birds.
keeping quiet.
Yeah, there's like a flock of birds just suddenly noisily like takes to the air, and you hear what you presume must be deer or other animals. You hear the sound of animals just like scattering and crashing through the surrounding undergrowth.
Suck it up, Eugene. You're scaring away the animals.
Blame Eugene.
It is
Poor
his
guy.
fault. Why can't he suffer in silence?
Right, he's sort of so he kind of climbs out. He's like he's already his like hands and his forearms, and his face and neck are coming up in welts.
Mm.
Oh God! Oh, what the fuck are you doing, Lorelei?
I'm sorry, Eugene. Now come along.
Says, you test me, woman.
Quit your yapping.
Okay.
I don't think she's sorry.
And I'll set off again.
Okay. So you set off again, following with Faith leading you along this trail. You manage to pick up the tracks again. And the trail leads you past this huge, like gigantic pine that's been uprooted, and the trail leads sort of round the roots of this uprooted tree.
Faith uses her pocket knife to score the roots to help mark the path.
Yeah, I mean it's a fantastic landmark. Like I said, this tree is absolutely enormous. It must be ancient. So you follow the tracks anyway around this, and then going straight, and then come into the trees thin out. At the first time you notice something is when you well, can I make a look roll, in fact?
Oh, marvellous.
Yeah, why not? A look roll. I think a look roll's called for.
Hey, everybody.
Oh, bugger.
Everybody make look rolls tonight.
There it is.
Boom! That's a fail and a fail.
Ooh.
And a fail.
Wow.
We're going with
I
O's.
haven't
Wow.
I
There you
haven't
go.
failed
What?
my most. I might get through this.
So Blaine is past it with flying colours. Okay, so Pistol, you kick something, you almost trip over something, and looking down your feet, you can see it's just like you think it's like just a stone, a rock at first, and it's looking close. It is a rock, but it's like a piece of slate or a piece of shale.
Okay.
And it's got very faint. It's covered in moss, but faint. You can see these faint letters and numbers sort of etched into this piece of slate.
Oh, it's a grave.
So this piece of slate is only maybe not even like not even a foot long, and it says, Mr. Miggins, 1882.
Well, that's only
So-
like 40 years ago.
Yeah.
Do we know a Mr. Miggins?
Well, you might do. Do you?
I don't know that I know a Mr. Miggins.
I'm wondering if that's her cat or something, or somebody's cat.
Hmm.
Oh, I don't know that people really did that back then, like doing pet cemeteries and all that stuff. Maybe it's possible,
Well,
I guess, but
people
I
live
don't.
in-
You have a forename. You have a first name.
So
There are. I don't know. I don't know that they always have people's full names on them. I think it's great, but that's just me. I don't know that Pistol knows that. Pistol, takes a step back, takes a look around. Does it look like there's a grave? Does it look like there's other stones?
So looking, I mean, it's like overgrown. So if there was something here,
Yeah.
it's any evidence other than that is long since gone. But as you look around, you can see quite a wide area in this sort of, like I said, this area where the trees of it's almost a clearing. Looked like it was a clearing, but it's now mainly overgrown.
Yeah.
And you can see lots. Some of them like little wood, little piece of wood. Some of them are still like just like a little pile of stones. Some of them are like a more piece of the shale. But there's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 or more of these tiny little gravestones scattered
Oh,
all
maybe it
the way
is a
around
pet
this clearing.
cemetery if they're tiny.
And
Any kind of a
what
fence?
names are on them?
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, how many do you want?
Are they animal themed or human themed?
13.
So it quickly,
Are they? Yeah.
it
are
quickly
they-
becomes apparent that unless, sort of like things like Sooty,
Oh,
Ginger,
okay. So it is a pet cemetery.
Fido,
Good call.
but some of the dates on them are quite. So you can see, like I say, you've seen some dates that, like the oldest one you can see that's got a legible date on it says like 1882, but the run up to this year.
Well, it's 1925. That's, what, 40 some years ago?
Yeah.
And we haven't, as locals or people who grew up locally, we haven't heard of this.
No.
Yeah, it's nothing I'm familiar with.
Faith kind of scuffs one of the stones with her shoes and is like, listen, you guys can mess around with monuments to Fido if you want, but I gotta find Pa. And
Yeah.
she moves on.
Okay. So the trail passes straight through the middle of this pet cemetery, for want of a better word, which is what appears
Yeah.
to be. And you notice In fact, you can make an intelligence roll, Faith.
Okay.
Check.
Okay, so you notice the trail that you're following, these footprints. They're a little bit clearer here because, like I said, the ground's clearer, particularly near the centre, towards the centre where the newer graves are. But you notice this trail. It's careful to walk around these graves almost reverently.
Faith is following these trails, so she's probably walking around the graves as well.
But yeah, there's like I said, they've not the trail. It's clear to you that whoever's left this trail, they've made a point of carefully avoiding walking on these graves. And some of as you reach the centre as well, there's like I said, the new ones are on towards the centre, and most of the ones, it's probably about a dozen that you can still see. The like
What have you done there?
like grass and stuff has started to grow on the turned earth, but you can still see the mound of the fresh, the like turned earth. And a lot of these ones, like I said, there must be maybe half a dozen that are just unmarked graves, if you like.
But they're like dog sized. They're not like people sized.
Yeah. So there may be the varying size from like a foot to 2-3 foot long.
Faith just kind of stands in the center and straightens up from her tracking for a moment and goes, like, all this pistols is just a little bit, I don't know, creepy. Like, if I had a pet and I was burying it, I'd like put them under a tree, feed the earth. Not all this rock.
Long way to go to bury a dog too. I buried 3 out the back of Paul's shack.
Well, some people just get a little too attached to their pets too. They don't have children for whatever reason, and they get a little too into their pets.
Also, these animals dug in the ground, and I'm no expert here. When the bears and the coons gonna dig them up?
I mean, maybe that's why they covered them with the slate.
So yeah,
Faith
as you mentioned this, it's a good point. None of them seem to have been disturbed. Like no obvious predations by wildlife or anything like that. And you can all make a power roll as well.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh, I don't like that.
Oh,
Oh.
Who
Oh.
knows?
Oh.
Blaine's going to be the
Ooh.
only sane man at this point.
Oh. Okay. Okay. So, if you could, just until I give you the thumbs up, if you could all remove your headphones apart from Faith.
Okay.
Okay. So Faith, you can hear what at first you think is the wind blowing through the trees, through the upper branches, rustling the.
Your audio's a little messing up there.
Is it? Sorry, can you hear me now?
Okay. Yes.
So you
You
hear,
saying?
yeah, you can at first you think it's the sound of the wind blowing through the trees, blowing through the like branches of the upper branch of the trees.
Mm-hmm.
But then you realise you don't feel a wind. It's quite sheltered in here anyway, and then you hear a voice, and you realise a voice is in your head. This voice, it sounds like branches rubbing together and rustling. This crackling sound of breaking wood I feel your love for him.
Okay. So.
And you can make a sanity roll.
I can make a sanity roll. Ooh, my first sanity roll. This game. Ooh.
Everybody go ahead, get back home.
Yeah.
I don't know if everybody can see me. They can't see me. I'm not watching for the thumbs up.
Yeah. Well, because you don't have your camera on.
Oh. It's coming up. Sorry. I didn't realise my camera was coming up. Guys, you can put your headphones back on. Sorry, I didn't realise the blind was on my camera.
Useless.
It was a choice.
Okay. So what you doing?
Faith just kind of looks around and spins in place and just kind of frowns and goes, Pistol, I want to get out of here. This place is creepy.
You know, I'm going to
Lead
hear.
on.
Yeah, let's get going. Find these kids. Find Pa.
Yeah. That place is getting to me. Let's go.
Okay.
And
You want to head back to the house? You doing all right?
I'm doing fine. I'm fine. Faith returns to tracking the children's footprints.
Okay.
We should have brought some water with us. We're going down the creek.
Let me see. Okay, so you continue on leaving this this graveyard behind, and you can, Faith, you can give us another navigation roll, or is it Pistol that's doing the navigation?
I can take over.
As Faith, so Faith is following, keeping an eye on the tracks, keeping on route, but yeah, Pistol is navigating you away from any potential hazards. Oh, apart from that time, possibly.
Not this time.
Oh, hazard.
Can I try a roll and see if she recognizes the problem in time?
If you could give us a hard success, maybe, since you're focused on following the tracks.
That's fair, but
unlikely.
it was worth a try.
It was worth
a try.
It was worth a try. So, as you blunder through the like a particularly thick patch of undergrowth, you hear the buzzing of flies, and then you get on a breeze. You get a whiff, a telltale, recognizable smell of something dead, something rotting, and you almost and Faith, you almost stumble hands first into the corpse of this stag that's been dragged in amongst all this undergrowth, and it has been partially consumed. Its belly has been ripped open. Its innards, most of its internal organs have been eaten away, and most of the like flesh from its hindquarters. Like I said, this huge cloud of flies just like erupts up from it, and you can all make a spot hidden roll as well. And Faith, you can give me a sanity roll for being surprised by an animal a mutilated animal's corpse. Oh, Lorelei. Oh,
Faith just kind of recoils and bats away the flies and goes, "Oh God, probably a bear. Why didn't you steer us around that pistol?"
It just came out of nowhere. I don't know.
Came out of nowhere, right? I don't think it'd been moving for a while.
So yeah, I need a sanity. Oh, sorry, you did it. Yeah, sorry. Oh, that's fine. Okay, so yeah, as you Pistol, as you go to steer everybody clear of this corpse, something catches your eye. Something white. It's only small, but something embedded in the flesh of this deer.
Well, I gotta grab it.
Okay.
It's gross, but it's not normal, and we're playing Call of Cthulhu, so I have to grab it.
Pistol
Okay.
Tuft! Could you do
Pistol,
that
put-
in that dead stag?
Pistol, put that down, and she kind of.
No, it's
pinches
fine.
her
It's
nose
fine.
shut.
Okay. So you pull. It takes a little bit of a tug, but you pull it out.
Well, I've got a boot knife. I can cut it
Okay.
out.
Okay, you cut it out and kind of prise it out with the tip of the knife, and it flips out and lands in the palm of your hand. And you look at this slightly covered in blood, so you maybe just wiping the blood away from it, and it's a tooth, a human tooth.
That like in the wound of the stag.
Yeah. Around the bite marks in the stag.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
Snapped off or like pulled out by the roots?
Yeah, kind of pulled out.
The stag
Are
was a
you
dentist.
showing? Are you showing that tooth off, or are you?
Are you looking over my shoulder? Because I'll toss it to you.
Faith is kind of near you, so I guess she sees it. Yeah. Faith goes, "That's some weird looking bear tooth."
Not a bear tooth, Sith. This stag wasn't taken down by an animal. Looked like.
Well, sure as heck somebody wasn't chewing its neck open. Like,
That's
I'm
what it
guessing
looks like.
probably scavenging. Like, we're following children's tracks.
Yeah, how big is this tooth?
Incisor, canine, molar.
Adult, child.
Give us an idea roll.
Okay.
Faith, if he's holding the tooth and she's nearby looking at it, she's going to be looking at the tooth too, trying to identify it. So she's
No, not quite.
she is in nursing school. Does
Yeah.
does she recognize it?
So yeah, Pistol, you can't tell. Faith,
Yeah.
it looks like a child's tooth. Looks like a milk tooth.
Faith points it out and goes, "I bet you that belongs to one of the children we're following. That's a child's tooth. You know, somebody lost one of their teeth. You know, as kids do, as they
No,
grow."
the tooth was embedded in the corpse. In
Well,
the carcass, I should say.
Right, Eugene
don't
just
know
said, "What the fuck is going on here? What are we doing?
I don't know, Eugene.
What are we doing?"
This ain't normal. I'm
Scavenging.
kind of
Goddamn right
with
it
Jack
ain't
at this
normal.
point. I think we need to head back.
Like I
Kids
said,
are often
Jack's
kids are
right.
hungry. They eat
Should-
the meat.
We should be listening to Jack.
Well-
Jack knows these places better than me. What the fuck?
Where is Jack, by the way? Is he still here?
Yeah, he's just stood. He stood a little way back. From
Okay. I was wondering if he snuck away. How does he seem to be taking all of this?
He kind of looks maybe a little bit agitated.
But not weirded out?
No, well, he's not come to see what is he's not
That's
come
fair.
over, so he's not seen the tooth.
Jack, what do you make of this?
Faith just kind of blinks and goes,
Well,
"Imagine."
I don't want to see no mangled corpse.
It's just a stag. You've seen a stag corpse carcass
Yeah,
before.
I don't know. I'd like to keep my breakfast where it belongs, if you don't mind. It's a dead deer. What do I need to see?
Fair enough.
So is he done with this bullshit? Can we get back to the still?
Yeah,
Almost.
I'm not feeling good about going this way, Lorelai. If I'm honest,
I don't know.
something
There's
ain't right.
something ain't right, which tells me we're on the right track.
Imagine how desperately starving you have to be as a child to try and gnaw on a scavenged elk that like a bear brought down or something.
That ain't what this looks like.
Well,
You sure as heck no little kid was going to take down a deer by themselves.
You would
Like,
think that.
Use some sense, Pistol.
I think we
I'm
need
losing sense quickly here.
to find him.
I think you're right. I think there's a small child out here who needs some help.
So, Blaine.
Maybe our father as well.
So, Blaine,
Perhaps a trimming over somebody's knee.
At that precise moment, Blaine, you feel something grab hold of your the leg of your trousers and tug on it.
And look down.
So you look down and all you see, there's nothing there. All you see is like as if something moving off quickly, like moving off at speed through the undergrowth. I mean, this undergrowth, like I say, it's almost like waist deep where you are at the minute. But something like tugged, like definitely got hold of the leg of your trousers, the lower leg of your trousers, and tugged on it.
I think we got rats here or something. Can we get out of the undergrowth and somewhere a little more in the open?
Yeah.
On a clearing or something?
All right,
They must
let's
be
move.
staying somewhere.
Yeah, Faith says, yeah, we shouldn't stay here, and that stag stinks. And she's going to continue following the footprints.
Right, so Jack shakes his head and reluctantly follows on behind, and Eugene goes, what the fuck are we doing? Came here to find your pa, not some wild kids.
Those wild kids had Pa's picture of me. They know something.
Yeah.
How do you know that? How do you know that? How do you know that, Faith? How do you know that? Jackie says your pa is out of his mind. He could have been wandering through this forest, just throwing photographs of his family up in the air, tossing them left, right, and center.
Listen, I don't think he slipped that far, and he's not. He wouldn't have been able to leave the house if he'd gone that far. We got to get to the bottom of this. I need to find Pa.
Yeah. Let's get looking.
Okay, so you're following this trail, these footprints then, this trail, these footprints still?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'll try again.
Okay.
That time I made it. Barely.
So, you head on down the trail. So, you get to the bottom of this slope, this steep incline that you've been following for a while now, and the ground starts to level out. And you spot. So, Pistol, you spot before you sort of blunder into them. You spot a herd of deer, and so you're able to steer yourself well clear of them rather than running the risk of almost walking into them and starting them. They run the risk of being trampled. But as you pass by them, what you think is reasonable distance, staying out, that you're not gonna spook them, not gonna be or anything like that. They suddenly they suddenly freeze. You see them, they all herd of them just freeze and staring straight at you all. And you can almost smell, or you can sense the fear coming off them. And then suddenly, then suddenly they just like turn and bolt.
Well,
Darn dear.
Hopefully they haven't ruined our trail.
We'll see.
I don't think so. But Faith tries to pick the trail back up.
Okay. So you cast around for a bit, and you eventually manage to pick it up again. Start heading off again, and the trees are starting to thin out a little bit. And ahead, you can see maybe like a small valley, just a little way ahead, maybe about a quarter mile ahead. The ground dips down again, and there's a clearing, and it looks on the edge of this small clearing in this little gully or little valley. You can see what looks like it might be an old shack.
What's the weather doing?
The weather is fine. It's like through the few times you get a glimpse of the sky overhead. It looks to be a few scattered clouds, but otherwise quite clear blue skies. I mean, it's you don't see the sky very often. The tree canopy is quite thick. The trees grow quite close together. Although, like I say, at the moment they're thinning out, so giving you a bit more of an opportunity to see the sky above. So it's not quite as dim and oppressive. But you can all make another power roll as well if you would.
Ugh.
Oh, a nice one. Oh, another nice one. Oh.
Ooh.
Oh, pistol.
Go off.
Okay, so let's see. So Faith and Pistol, if you would remove until I give you the thumbs up, if you would remove your headset.
Yep.
Please.
Will do.
Are we clear? We're clear. Okay, so Lorelei and Blaine and Eugene as well, although nobody is you, despite the the trees thinning out and there's a bit more sunlight coming down, filtering down through trees, you notice at the edge of just at the periphery of your vision, the forest seems to suddenly flood with darkness. And you hear the sound of every insect in the forest crawling, scratching, buzzing, chewing, all at once, rising in this cacophony of noise that threatens to burst your eardrums, and you clamp your hands to your ears.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Blaine and Lorelei just just suddenly clamp their hands to their ears and let out this scream, this deafening scream. And you can and Lorelei and Blaine, you can both make a sanity roll.
What the heck is all that caterwauling?
Settle down, you two. What is happening?
You all take and leave of your senses.
Okay, so if you've passed your sanity roll, you lose 1 point of sanity anyway. If you've failed it, you lose 1d3 points of sanity.
And how do I record that?
So on your left, on the
Just on the sheet.
yeah, it's on the sheet. Yeah, it will. So if you take it off the left-hand numbers, so left-hand side of your sheet, you got 99. Yeah, and then it'll adjust everything else. It'll adjust your daily. That daily is at 10. And that daily shouldn't be at 10. Why is that daily at 10?
Mine's not.
No, Blaine's is for some reason is.
It's gone up now. It's 13.
Yes, so you shouldn't have been. No, you should. That's the first lot of sanity you've lost, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it should only be on 3. I don't know
Did
what
you
that
forget to reset it on a sheet or something? Like it shouldn't have started with
no,
anything. You just
no, it
uploaded them.
shouldn't.
But,
I shall reset it for you and there we go. Turn that.
but then you'd have to reset it back to 3.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So I'll put that back on. That was 60, not 560. That's way too much sanity. Like that, and then we'll lower that again to by 3. So there we go. Okay, right, that's how it should be. 3 of 11. Woohoo! On our way. Yeah, so like I said, they've just got their hands clamped to their ears and just screaming, like their faces all screwed up, and they're just screaming at the top of screaming their lungs out.
yeah, Faith marches up to Lorelei and goes, "Get a hold of yourself," and administers the "come back to your senses" slap.
Wow. What are how are Jack and Eugene responding? Are they okay?
So Jack's just like, whoa, just kind of like, what's going on? What's going on? Eugene's is the same. He's got his hands clamped to his ears. He's going, ah!
Lorelei, pull yourself together. Your husband needs you.
Yeah, I'm gonna shake Blaine. Blaine, what is wrong with you?
Okay. These woods, there's something in them. There's something dark and ancient and powerful. I don't think they want us in here.
The heck?
What do you want to do?
Well, do you think
Right, Jack
Look,
says,
we
I
come all
told
this
you
way
we're
already."
getting close to that witch. I told you. But no, you don't listen to Jack.
Jack is full of a lot of don't do this and don't do that, not with a lot of proactive solutions for our current problem, aren't you, Jack?
I had a proactive solution. My solution was to head to the still, but no, you want to head down to that witch.
Yeah. Apparently. Faith
Well-
looks at Lorelei. Did you gather yourself then?
I think so. Just so noisy.
No, we might as well check that shack. Chance Paul might be in there.
Yeah. Or another clue.
I don't know if
Let's,
what we've been finding be called clues, but still, it's worth checking out.
Do the tracks lead towards the shack?
Well, you can't be sure. You're still away from it, but they're taking you in that general direction.
Okay, Faith is going to continue to follow the tracks.
Okay. So as you set off, you suddenly hear movement all around you. So like startled, like the sound of startled, maybe some like boar or something. Sound of startled animals like rushing away from you in all directions through the undergrowth, completely unseen. All you hear is just like this sudden like that loud noise or something, like I say, things something bursting through the undergrowth, away from you.
A lot of animals in this neck of the woods.
Yeah.
Well, it is the woods.
Yeah.
Let's get this checked out, and then we can get out of here.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Faith, give us a look roll as well. Okay, so yeah. Right. So you continue following these tracks, and eventually you come out of onto the edge of this small clearing. Look, it looks like it's been naturally, well, not naturally, but it looks like it's been cleared and kept, maintained, kept clear of the trees are being cut back and the undergrowth. It's being maintained, so to keep the undergrowth under control. And at the edge of the tree line, a little short way distant from where you're standing at the moment, is an old
Mhm.
leaning shack. That's sitting like deep in the air, in the like thickets at the edge of the clearing, resting precariously against the thick trunk of a fungus-riddled tree. So bramble bushes slowly devouring this small structure, growing up and over its moss-covered roof. Its door, once painted a bright yellow, is now pale and peeled, damaged from rain and sun. But you can see movement through the warped glass of a small window. And out front is a small yard, defined by a line of rocks and ringed by small dirt-covered glass jars. Nearby there's a cord of split wood and a rain barrel on which grows yet more fungus. And near the edge of the tree line where you stood, just inside the tree line, there's more of these small mounds, these small unmarked graves.
Faith just kind of sighs and goes, no wonder everybody thinks she's a witch.
Once we're in earshot, I'm going to shout out, "Hey, anyone home?"